Hi, I'm Lisa from the greenhouse.
And it's Linda from Green Life Soils. And we're here again today. It's a little bit of an odd time of year still, a bit in between. But we're going to be talking about some of the herbs that you can grow in your garden at this time of year. And they're very, very good for you for detoxing.
Absolutely. It's the time of the season where everybody thinks about detoxing because of all the yummy food that they had in winter time. So it's a perfect time to get ready for spring and to start detoxing. Just a point though to remember is whenever you're using any herbs at all, you need to research what part of the herb that you need to use, because you don't want to use a herb that's not beneficial for you. It'll make you very sick.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep. The first herb we talk about here is beautiful red clover. It's still available at the moment. Now, red clover, we use the beautiful flowers, the nice pink flowers. That's what we use in herbal medicine. The red clover is a blood cleanser and carries the waste out of your bloodstream and helps you detox. The other one we'll talk about today is burdock. It's not a very common common herb. The root's used in Japanese cooking a lot, which is very tasteful when you're making up a burdock soup. But we use the root. This is one of the ones we use as a root in herbal medicine for detoxification. Depending on how well your soil is, how friable your soil is. I've seen the burdock root up to this height, this big.
About a metre.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unusual though.
Yes, it's got to be the right conditions. So normally it'll just be the depth of like a carrot when you're growing carrots, or the daikon radishes.
Yeah, like a daikon. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So there's burdock. That's good for. It contains a lot of antioxidants and it's very good for detoxing. Now the common ones that we can talk about as well is the coriander. Beautiful coriander.
Everybody loves coriander.
Yes.
Well, no, actually they don't. A lot of people absolutely hate coriander.
No, I don't like it. It's not my favourite.
Surprisingly, Lisa, it looks like parsley, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And
yep.
they're both very, very common in regards to what they do in your body for detoxification. They grab hold of the heavy metals, and everybody's got heavy metals because of whatever you put on your face. Even you wash your hair, you can even smell new carpet that puts toxins in your body. So these are really good and really easy to grow, and put them in green smoothies, green juices. You can even juice them up if you like.
Coriander grows really well in Perth over winter, but it struggles in the warmer months. So it's the time to grow it now. Don't be putting it in October, November, because it just will bolt to seed and you'll be very sad.
Yes, that's the most common question I get asked when I did farmers markets was I can't seem to grow coriander, and that's because they were growing it out of season. It doesn't like the heat.
And you will find it in some of the bigger short stores all year round, but it's been grown in controlled conditions, and when you put it into your garden, it's not going to work.
It's going to go straight to seed. These guys are good for, like I said, heavy metal detoxing, and parsley is really good for kidney cleanser as well.
Absolutely.
Because you need to, when you're detoxing, you've got to detox everything.
And you can just put little handfuls in just about every meal that you make, and salads and things. Parsley is reasonably easy to grow and often will self-seed. Coriander may do as well, but parsley, once you've got it growing, if you've got it in your veggie garden and it's happy, it will come up every year.
I've got mine coming up everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And most herbs do like good soil, just like your veggie patch. So do talk to us about improving your soil with some of our veggie concentrates. That's the way to go.
Absolutely.
And when it comes to learning more about herbs, Lisa, you're doing a workshop for us.
Yes. I do a number of workshops, and we're doing one here on medicine from your garden.
Yep.
Also, how to make your own skincare out of the products you use in the garden.
Beautiful.
And I believe you have
we've got an edible weeds one coming up too, because you were going to talk a bit about dandelion and nettle and some of those things.
Yes, and most people call them weeds, but in fact the dandelion leaf is good for detoxing your kidneys, and the root is good for your liver. So you can use the whole plant of the dandelion, and it gets so underrated, and people pull it up and just throw it away. It's just beautiful.
But again, going back to Lisa's first point, you've got to make sure that it is the true dandelion, because there's false dandelion is a very common weed around Perth, and I believe that is still useful for some things, but it's not quite the same. So do your research. Come along to our edible weeds workshop and learn some more.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yes. Okay.